Kia ora koutou. Welcome to the New Zealand Ultimate Mixed Division Championships Div 2. We're out here in Orongamai, Upper Hutt, Wellington. My name is Beck Soper.
My name is Liam Haberfield.
Here to bring you the game Euphoric versus Aura. Wellington Club versus Auckland Club. Here we are with the first pull of the game, and it's a banger. That's Horn fielding it, moving to Austin, looking downfield. It looks like we've got a match defense happening versus a horror stack. Love that. That's Broad, looking downfield. Asking for that break. Clark sends it. It's big. Can Horan bring it down? He's sandwiched by two defenders. Unfortunately, he loses his line to a poachy defense that comes up from the Euphoric line.
That's a great peel off defense there.
Just smart heads up ultimate. Unfortunately, we might not have all of the numbers and names for the Euphoric team. I believe that's number 14 picking up, but I'm not sure that we have his. Bringing the disc in. Hot cuts out of the stack. That's number 96. Moving to Beach. Over the top. Back to 96. Looking cool as a cucumber. The defense, though, from Aura, still out cold. Possibly. Not sure if that was a questioning palms up or a non-contested palms up. I think by the length of the discussion, it was a questioning palms up. As the viewers know at home, Ultimate is self-refed, and so we use hand signals to tell everyone else on field what's happening. Austin Clark giving a perspective from downfield, I believe. Okay, I believe the Euphoric player is saying that the stall count sped up right at the end. So retracted? Yeah, retracted called. And the disc will stay with Mr. Nick Beach. The man with a glorious ponytail.
Longer than last time I saw it.
A lot longer. Although it's been a long time since I've seen him. Formerly a Wellington player, actually. Beautiful movement. Oh, that's a sneaky. Oh, was he in? He was.
Has gone into.
No, out cold.
He's gone into orbit to try and catch that.
He got huge. Tantinople, maybe? I believe. Yeah, some of the numbers on the Euphoric squad is just a little bit hard to read because of how splendid some of the designers.
You might say even a little bit euphoric.
Broad. Oh, that's Clark with the disc. Oh, and he sends it again. This time, is that Beetham on the end, trying to edge out Beach, and he does. Beautiful read. Not in. Oh, he makes Broad work way too hard for that. Just out of her hands.
Beetham did really well there to seal the defender, sealing Beach off, and then just had to run it down. Really, not really having to get up, which is great.
Pep's first point jitters. Beach with a sick break throw. Moving out the side, nice swing. Back to Beach. Beetham on mark. Oh, Clark almost got a hand to that. Huge put on, and he gets a hand to this one, but he's got to finish it off. And he does. Amazing. Tapped it once. But as we all know, you've got to double tap to make things, to ensure things stay dead. And he does that to that disc. Beautiful break. Oh, just out of the hands. Horan's mad at himself, and he should be, to be honest.
They're a little bit in front, but could have made the play. And I know Horan he's going to be hard on himself there. He expects greatness.
Pantino 4. Oh, making
Way
work hard, way too hard for that.
Somehow Clark now has the Frisbee.
A nice big over the top, but is Nick Beach going to get in there? Not quite. Beetham. To Neve. Looking downfield. So Cardi Squires down to Broad. Like that. Cardi Squires is coming again. Beetham. Beautiful little put from Broad. Oh, and he's going to float it for Cardi Squires, who snags that. She's calling for it. You could tell. You could tell she was really hunting that one down. She knew she was free. And you love to see it. Not a clean hold for the first point of the game. But I think Aura will be feeling good finishing that one off. Coming out of their last game with a loss against the Australian team, Purple Goannas. Aura being the number 1 seed in the tournament, might be that result might be seen as a bit of an upset.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. That is, I mean, that's the beauty of a Swiss draw, is that hopefully, because I mean, with a lot of Div 2 teams, the amount of turnover in the team can be a bit different. Like, can be quite a lot between seasons. So having something like a Swiss draw that does help sort of iron out the possible, maybe not quite accurate seeds, can be really useful. Making sure that everyone's got a really fair shot at getting to that top 8. This is going to be Gabby Stale with the pull. There we go. Oh, sends it straight out the side. Heads. Almost hits a pram. Hands on it. Thankfully, I don't think there was anyone in the pram. Look, maybe just a little bit of rust off that one. But I'm sure the kinks will get worked out as we progress through this game. It's number 6, Copa. With the disc looking downfield. It's a nice short field. Getting stuck there by Horan, though. Manages to get it off. Oh, there we go. 55. Besting weight. Good fakes. Gets it back to Copa. Oh, a little bit too much, but is it going to be a cleanup? Oh,
what
my
a grab.
gosh. Good thing she's wearing sunglasses. Her future's so bright. Woo.
The knee slide.
The knee slide layout. Uncomfortable possibly on the upper hut dry grass. With the field's a bit baked. It's not soft.
What a grab.
Here we go. We'll see it again on the replay. Copa. Look, was it maybe for her all along? Who knows? Good side. And you see the sympathy layout in the background from her teammate. Also laying out just in case that disc had kept going. Just in case. All right, we'll have the second female matching point, which means that there are four women matching players and 3 male matching players. With the pull, I believe it's batting weight. If I get any names on field wrong, I'm very sorry. Please come and correct me afterwards.
We're going to hold it against you.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair, honestly. Here we go. Big up. This one also looking like it might drift out the side, but the opposite side of the field. Yeah. Pull so far not quite spectacular in the upwind direction. The wind is going left to right across your screen.
We'll get to you a full weather report shortly. We see Euphoric coming out in a zone. It looks like it's a 3-3-1 structure. So we've got 3 people surrounding the disc, trying to contain the motion. So far, not really slowing down. Aura Horner going to ground to grab that one. Hickey back in action after a bit of time off. Oh, with that scuba! Oh, Stale goes to ground to try and grab it, but just doesn't get there. Heather Hickey, just recent coach of the New Zealand Women's Masters team, which I believe came 6th. at the World Champs. Big over the top. Clark's there. Oh, what a great snag! Oh, there's going to be a bit of discussion, but not that much, because I think we really saw that Clark got there first. Hickey. Oh, she looked like she wanted to put another one. Puts one over the top to, I believe that's Beetham. Oh, beautiful. Nice lady string. Finding the space and just getting there.
There we go. I think as we saw in the previous game that we called, the teams that are willing to take a little bit more risk here are finding a reward, you know? Finding a little bit of reward there with Hickey throwing pretty comfortable to throw over the top and just expose the defense, get in behind the zone. So it's a little bit more tricky for the zone to catch up and contain the play, which is what the zone is trying to do.
I think we are going to see a lot of zone this weekend. You know, while there's not a heap of wind, there's enough that it does make it tricky, particularly when you have a mix of experience and inexperience on teams. It does put a lot of pressure on those players who are maybe not as well drilled as the veterans in terms of throws. And I mean, Euphoric has said to me that their team is a real mix. They've got a whole lot of experienced players, but also some really, really fresh players. I do know they've even picked up someone literally yesterday from Wellington due to a couple of last-minute dropouts. So seeing how they fit into the team and seeing how they fit together generally is going to be an evolving story across this game. And also, Euphoric would like to do a little shout-out to Euphoria, their big sister team, who hopefully are watching at home and supporting. So shout out to them. Copa with the disc. Over the top. Back to Copa. Sends a big one. Oh, and he reads a grab. Sefton. Oh, too easy. Incredible. And that's a clean hold. First clean hold of the game. You love to see it.
That was great.
Really good use of the long game, the long space. They picked that one-on-one matchup, just backing their play to get that. Sefton delivers. That
was great. Just, again, stealing the player, but also having to go up and make a play. Sefton's done really well there.
You can see Horan trying to take the space, but doesn't manage to hold him out. Also, a little bit vertically challenged like myself. It does make that margin of error that you have just a lot less. Tries to go up to get it, but just not quite close enough. But great positioning. I'm sure we'll see more of that and more of that matchup as we go. All right. Euphoria having a real good look at the Aura line, and there are a few I would say very experienced players on this Aura line that are coming back from some time off.
Brennan on the pole. Must have stopped off at Bunnings on the way here. He's got his gardening gloves on. Good for grip.
He's prepared. He's prepared. He's got his Cyclones. Unfortunately, maybe a bit too much grip as that goes out the sideline.
Continuing the trend
of all the upwind pulls so far, I think.
Yep.
No one's landed one in yet, maybe. Unless I have a selective memory. Probably do.
As Reese Hearn is walking the disc up to the brick mark, Beck's going to tell us a little bit about the weather.
All right. Well, at the moment it is a pretty cool 9 degrees. It's quite chilly, but that's because of the southerly coming through. It's not strong, but it's enough that it's just keeping things cool. The southerly itself is only about 5 or 10. It's sort of sitting between 5 to 10 k's. Gusts of up to 15 or 17. We can see it's not really affecting this Aura team though. They're looking cool along with the weather. Love that. 2 Hearns on the field. And that's Tintatant. Back from a bit of time off and just looking like, you know, it's business as usual.
Right where she left off. Hearn now in the middle of the field. Looking for Horan on the sideline. Horan really liking that sideline, but that's why he's got a laser forehand on that left-hand side.
And that's number 8, Joshua Beatty, on the other end of that. And he's quite new, apparently, to Ultimate. This may or may not be his first tournament. It's crikey. Making a mark already.
We can see potentially the recipe for success there lying within having multiple Hearns on the field.
Yeah, it does. It just looks like good Ultimate, doesn't it? Up to 4 Hearns available to be put on field, but I think some of the other ones might be a little bit young. I believe they're all under 3. One of them is under 1. So look, you might not be using them as deep receivers.
Potentially could just be running the puppy in the zone.
Surely. Look, give him a decade or so, and we might see an all-Hearn indoor team. Here we go. Gabby with a pull. Oh, and it's the first one that looks like it's going to be in the field.
Look at that.
For both teams.
Incredible.
Perfect. And that's Rapson with a disc, moving it to number 4. Murray. They're moving quickly. Back to Murray. Aura putting on their own zone. This looking like the classic arrowhead type. We've got Clark, Cardi Squires, and Hickey up the front. Oh, and she puts on enough pressure just to get that D. Bassingthwaite losing it. Smith is looking. Aura want to get a move on. You'd love to see it. Clark with a disc. Beetham. And acres of space. No one is in there. Oh, my God. Woo!
Second attempt there.
Cardi Squires with the superb read. Just managing to reel him was, you could call that a bit of a loose.
Yeah. I mean, impressive from Cardi Squires there to stay with the play after Bassingthwaite came through and seemingly did enough to get a block, but.
Look, if it had been the throw that you would expect to be going to that space, I would agree it would have been a block. But a bit of unpredictability, and it just goes over the top. Now we have Aura's D-line. It does look like they are calling specific people for offense and defense, I think. And we have Becca Neal with the pull. Another experienced player coming back from a little bit of a break. Excited to see her out there. We'll see her sister Mara Neal at Div 1. Both coming back actually after having cute little babies.
Oh,
yeah.
Cute.
Adorable. Lovely to see them back in action.
Tenured members of New Zealand Ultimate
Yes.
community, and obviously Aura are very pleased to have Becca Neal as part of their ranks.
Here we go. Disca's moving quickly. Oh, that's a nice bit of yardage gained. Down the line. Oh, Becca Neal, go again! Oh, Bassingthwaite manages to reel in that second sniff. Oh, unlucky. Just out of the hands of Levinson.
Moore now coming to pick the disc up. Defender has started the pre-stall.
You love to see it,
I love
honestly.
to see it. Keeping Moore honest. He swings across to Neal. Watch for the inside backhand here. It's her favourite throw, potentially.
I want to see it.
I want to see it.
More looking again. Back to Neal. Oh, forehand.
Or the inside forehand.
To Monty. Montgomery. Moore. Oh, big gainer. Not quite in the zone, though. Here we go. Asking to stay chill, and Moore does it. Horner calling for people to stack on him. Neal going down the line. Beetham filling. Beautiful movement. Someone's got to be going for that corner. Oh, look. If they'd started the cut when they should have. Sorry, Clayton Death. That's... He's one of my teammates. I'm in my social league. I'm allowed to...
It's okay.
A little bit of rip.
It's okay.
I do know he is training for an ultra marathon. What the heck? Good from him.
Word on the street is he influenced the design of the kit to match his current shoe rotation.
Amazing. I was going to say that. The kit does look very clean, actually. As the kids would say, there's some drip.
Ah, yes. The kids.
Oh, just managed to snag that one. 63. Sends it. It's huge. Can Clayton get there? No. Beautiful read. I believe that's Hosokawa brought that one down. And that might have been Reef Black putting it. Beautiful, beautiful placement. Here we go. We'll see. We'll see it again. Comes across, gets in power position, lines it up. Bang! Look at this. Just perfect placement. Makes it so difficult for the receiver to get any, for the defense to get anywhere near it. Just puts it right in front of his receiver. That's finesse.
Worth noting that's the upwind end zone as well. So
Yes.
Reef has done well there to just drive the disc into the wind and have it not turn over or not go too high. I mean, if there's one thing you don't want to do with Clayton Death in the area is throw it too high.
Yeah. The man is a skyscraper. There you go. Looks like Euphoric are calling some specific matchups for defense. We have we've seen a bit of a mix of zone and match defense so far. So we'll see what style of defense each team ends up landing on. I'm sure they're testing each other's strengths and weaknesses at the moment in this first half. And we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how things pan out.
I have a theory that this could be a zone.
Look, I'm not going to take a bet on that one. I think you might be right. Nice big pull, though. Look at that. Beautiful.
I'm not much of a betting man, but if I was...
That's a lie. Horan with the disc.
And if I did bet, I would have been
You would have
wrong.
lost. Horan looking a little bit stuck, but gets an inside to Clark.
You know what he wants.
Sends it to Hearn. Oh, catch it. Oh, no way. What a snag. The cleanup. That's Betty, the new man himself, Stale. She's right on the doorstep. Wants something. Is she going to get Betty again? No. He's got to clear out. She knows what she wants. Gets Clark. Little honey pass. Oh, little honey point. Oh, la la.
Bend it like Clarkham. He's just bent that around the defence.
Loved that. You can see Stale setting up that cut as well, like just moving in to make her defense just out of position to get it, so she could get it at that corner. And a little honey point. Love that. Look, that was such a great cleanup from Betty. So good. For it being the first tournament, putting in some work.
Yeah, we love to see it. As you see the replay, Stale directing traffic, using her on-field communication.
Moves her defense, and then just right over the back, her back shoulder. Clark puts a throw. Make it so hard for the defense to try and even have a sniff at that. Hips are just the wrong way. It's just smart offense. Got more with the disc.
Feeling a drop.
It's getting cold out here,
With a
actually.
bit of rain.
Yeah, there is apparently isolated showers, and it seems that we're in one of those isolated spots at the moment. The rain is just coming in a little bit. It's not heavy. Oh, God protects that. That looked a little bit risky.
Yeah, that man is braver than me.
Oh, just out of the hands. I believe of Hosokawa. Oh, 39. Yeah, Hosokawa.
That's a tricky spot there. Coming up into the wind now with a bit of sideways, quintessential Wellington sideways rain.
Tan with the disc. Looking downfield. Oh, goes for
Hecky manages to hit her in the hands, but just had to adjust a little bit too much and it comes out of her hands. That's
Top.
that was that Brennan who put that one?
That was Brennan.
Like just not quite enough juice on that goose. Looking deep. Someone wants to go.
Good pinch and squeeze there from Brennan in the middle of the field to deter that downfield pass, but Tan is continuing the play upfield.
We are seeing some poachy stuff from Euphoric, which I like, and honestly from Aura's description of their earlier game with Purple Goalies, that is what got them a bit rattled, was some of those poachy Ds, poached players, making things just not quite what they'd perhaps drilled against. Broad with the disc now. Back to Horner.
Great movement here from Aura.
Looking very composed.
Looking
very
composed, but I think that's their downfield cunning is they're driving deep, attacking the end zone, but then pulling back to get big gainers, which is excellent work.
Yeah, I would describe their downfield as quite disciplined. You often have, you really have only one or two people using the space at once, which is just efficient.
More going every other here. Looking for Horner.
Broad hitting a corner, but not quite free.
Horner not ready to hit that corner.
There we go. Maybe
Now
ready to hit a corner this time. Who knows? No one's going for a corner now. Oh, although that's quite nice.
That's the corner.
Oh, no, that's got to be
just out.
Unlucky.
Well, Aura were looking like they were just going to walk that goal in, but Euphoric with a goal line stand.
I feel like some of the movement downfield just became a little bit stilted. They weren't offering as many options as the handlers sort of wanted, so the handlers got a little bit impatient maybe.
Yeah.
Well, Horner will be on disc, ready to try and get that one back after that throwaway. Copa with the disc. Hosokawa, but gets sealed off by Hickey. Swings. Oh, no, unlucky. Here we go. Tan with the disc. Doesn't want to wait around. Unfortunately, the ISO that I think she wanted got cut off by someone else. Oh, out of the hands of Moore. That could be a bit of that rain making the disc slippery. Slipperier than it has been so far this game.
A little dewy.
Yeah, dew point here is 8 degrees, and honestly it feels like it could be. Copa winding up doesn't send it. Over the top.
Sefton with the disc. Goes back to Copa.
And again, oh, this is beautiful. That was lovely. Sends it, surely. Oh, just not enough juice. Not enough NOS in the tank for that one. Tan picking up. Timeout called.
Timeout called.
Look, veteran calls from veteran players.
Veteran calls from veteran players. 5-3 in favour of Aura here in the round 2 of the Division 2 Mixed Nationals Tournament. Upper Hutt, Greater Wellington region. We're going to take you to some ads while we wait for these teams to hash out a game plan.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and fund our work
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Welcome back to the stream. Big showdown between Aura
a Wellington club, and Euphoric, an Auckland club here at New Zealand Ultimate Mixed Champs Div 2. The shot you got earlier was the beautiful, the effervescent Yonsei, one of the Hearns dogs. We love a good pup watch here at ULTI.TV. We have Aura starting out with the disc, tint 10. Ready to bring it in, likely with the stall count, a very, very low stall count. I think it got called quite early. Aura setting up, seem like they're all in place. And now oh, Broad's deciding she's moving. Euphoric have said something, some of their newer, more dynamic players we should be looking out for. Players like Sammy Murray, Mirchu Napolitano, believe.
I don't know if you can put Mirchu Napolitano into the newer player category, but definitely
a player to watch.
A player to watch, that is for sure.
They're getting a little bit crowded. Some of that cutting discipline they had maybe earlier in the game is a little bit messier.
Done well to work out of that initial timeout pressure, though. As we've seen in the past, timeouts can be
a killer.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's the shout we're getting from on field is they both turned at the same time, maybe into each other.
If only there was a physio nearby.
Fortunately, Bora coming out worse off in that interaction. What a bully, Heather. Inside break from Tan. That's the shot we're used to seeing.
Wow. This is great movement from Aura.
Broad. Beetham. Looking downfield. Horner. He wants something in that pocket. Nothing's coming, though. Thrower initiated, says, if you're not cutting there, I guess I'll just put it there. He manages to stay in! That's outrageous!
Was that a goal?
I guess he was.
They're calling it in.
He was definitely in the field in terms of the line that I could see. Let's see that again. The instructional throw from Cedric Horner.
Looking for the corner with Theo Moore in the same spot.
Hosokawa goes up early, misses it. So does Moore. Manages to get control just while his feet are still in field. That's outrageous.
What a play. I don't know how he's done that.
Look, I don't know how Theo Moore does a lot of things, but he does them. How good. If we do get a look at the sideline at any point, we have Aura's fleet of prams for all the different kids and babies hanging out here today in Awakarangi. Hopefully they stay dry and maybe the weather picks up a little bit. It is a bit chilly. Score is sitting at 5-3. So we're heading closer and closer to halftime, which will be at 7 as these games are to 13, all the pool play games.
Believe the score is 6-3 currently, per the scoreboard on the side of the field.
Things might not have quite updated. Here we go. Hand up from Stale.
There's a puppy in the van on the behind, just watching the game.
Hope they get the chance to get and have a run too. That's the kind of pull we want to see. Nice upwind. Past the brick mark. Oh la la.
Did that
touch his leg?
It might have touched his leg.
Oh no.
That is tough. That is tough.
Yep. He's calling it himself.
Unfortunately, this resulting in a turnover. Maybe some of the other Euphoric players getting in front of that pull and making it a little bit difficult to track.
Clark with a disc. Looks for, is this number 2 Honey Point?
Number 2 Honey Point.
Upwind Honey Points. Love to see it.
And I believe that is half time. Aura taking a little bit of a commanding position in this game after an initial battle to 4-3. They've worked it up to 7-3 to take the half. looking pretty comfortable out there, looking like they're cruising. Euphoric gonna be having a little bit of a chat about some logistics for the second half, I'd say.
Yeah. If you were the coach of Euphoric heading into this halftime, what sort of things would you be saying, Liam?
I think that Euphoric are getting turnovers, and the opportunities have been presenting themselves. So it's really just about making sure of some of the offensive possessions. So and some of it, maybe they take a leaf out of your Aura's book, and some of the things that I'm liking that they're doing is just really attacking deep, going both ways, and just making the defenders respect those deep cuts, so that they're actually the underpasses, when they get them, they're nice and big gainers, and they're able to move the disc pretty easily. So maybe take a leaf out of their opponent's book here and attack a little bit more on offense.
Yeah, I mean, you've said it yourself earlier in the stream. Some of the riskier biskies are paying off, and it's early days in the tournament. People should be pushing the boundaries of what their team can do, and really trying to find their limits before they head into the second half of the tournament. So hopefully we see a bit more of that.
I hope so.
I just need a minute to find out what I'm feeling, cause I'm about to go nuts. And my demon's trying to say what's up. I've been waiting for this my whole life. Wanna do it again 3-4 times, cause it's better than a dream. Highway with young lean, I will never get enough. So what a nice surprise. You're all I ever had in mind. I'm happy. We can go all night. I will show you how to run the red lights. If you wanna, you can call me mine. Somewhere on the highway, under the starlight, you tuck me in your arms tight. Damn, it feels right. So what a nice surprise. You're all I ever had in mind. I'm happy.
Kia koutou, welcome back to the New Zealand Ultimate Championships Mixed Division 2. We are here at Awakerangi Park in Upper Hutt, Orongamai. My name's Beck Soper, and with me in the booth...
My name is Liam Haberfield.
Yeah, I would like to say it's a beautiful day out here in the hut, but it's not quite. It's a bit cold. The rain has not set in, but it's coming down. Here we go. Big pull from Emma Doyle. It's been a while since we've seen Emma on field. Love that.
Emma Doyle, the debut point for this game.
Levinson moving it back to the middle of the field. Sending it. Really wanted to go deep, but manages to get yards under. And that's Black. Oh, what a...
Wow, Black with a great layout grab. Looking mobile. And he's gone for the inside shot. Put
Surely.
it up on it. Yes!
And another knee slide. We've seen a lot of knee slide layouts this game.
Plenty of rock stars out here, that's for sure. And
well, hopefully it's getting more comfortable to do as the rain does make the field a little bit damper.
Bassingthwaite out there putting up some numbers as well with that goal.
Yeah, if you're playing fantasy at home, Bassingthwaite, not a bad pick.
Not a bad pick. I mean, that's how you want to start the half if you're euphoric.
Mm-hmm.
A euphoric way to start the half.
Now, I had a little bit of a chat to Euphoric about their season today. They are a development team, but having the big sister Euphoria back at home in Auckland mean that they have been able to, go through the process, have those weekly trainings, build connections, and like their eyes on this tournament for the longevity of the club of Euphoric as a development squad. So really trying to put in the work to make the team culture really good and make it a place that people want to come back to.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Having fun, playing Frisbee, the not quite sun. Or on the other hand, they've also actually similar position. They've had at least weekly trainings I know of. Some of them have been playing together in Thursday 7-a-side leagues. That's Neil with the disc now. Hearn's free. Spots him maybe a little bit later than he wanted. Horan with the disc. Smith. Some of these players have been playing together for a very long time as well, and it really shows. So formally, oh, that's a nice break. Smith with the disc. Yeah, Neil looking again. Horan. Cedric Horner in the corner with his hand up. Doesn't get the disc. But that's a nice over the top to Smith. Beautiful break. Horner coming under to get it. Fakes it. That's a nice fake there to Neil. Horan again. Oh, over the top. Oh, I don't know about this one. I don't love it.
Yeah, he was dialed that entire point and maybe took bit off a little bit more than he could chew with that option there.
Yeah, if you're going to put a throw over the top to a shorter play, it's got to be quick on the other end. It can't sit. It can't sit and wait for the defense to get there.
No sit. It'll be interesting to see what Euphoric do here on offense. Just considering there that the two players behind the disc right now were two up front in that zone, and they did have to do quite a bit of work there. So
I believe that's Sammy Murray working with... I need better glasses. I can't see the number on the front of that shirt. Oh, things are moving. Hosokawa on the go. He's quick. High release backhand. Will he manage to keep it in? Oh, just. She's got it.
Napolitano with the grab.
Looking downfield. Ooh.
That's Ing with the disc now.
Short and sharp. Nice put. Oh, out of the hands of Hosokawa. Can it get cleaned? No. Well, by Hearn, yes. Puts a nice floater for Horan. All right, if you're going to do it to her this time, do it nicely. Cardi Squires are cutting in the deep, but not quite free. Neil with the disc. Moving to Smith. Oh, she's still there. She's still there. Neil again. Smith again. Oh, and just to the back. That's nice alternate.
It's a bit more of the patience and composure that we want to see close to the end zone compared to that earlier turn.
Agreed.
I mean, Reese Hearn, storied player. He's been around forever. Played for New Zealand a bunch of times. Unsurprised to see the composure on that end.
Played in Australia as well.
It's true. He's been all over. He's played beach. He's played field. Internationally. I don't know. Can you play indoors internationally? I mean, if you could, he'd still be a good pick.
He would still be a good pick. That's the fact of the matter.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. We'll see that again. Smith. Just perfectly timed throw to a perfectly timed cut. And you can't underrate Smith either, which people so often do. Very solid player, has quite a range of throws. Deceptively high hops. He doesn't look like he's a shorty, but he can get up. Good to see him out and getting amongst all the mischief that Aura is creating.
Couldn't agree more, Beck. We see Clark on the pull. An upwind pull. Let's see if we can keep it in.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And it's looking good.
That's going to stay in, and it's going deep. It's going into the end zone. Love that. Copa with the disc. Looking downfield. Oh, inside break. Manages to hit the hands of 66, Shalway. But
Looking
it
like
just comes out.
Yeah, looking like the Euphoric throwers maybe taking on a little bit too much risk in some of the throws. Moore doing well to shake the defender and get it up line. Clark resetting now.
I can hear Hickey in the deep. I love that. Ooh! Moore looking downfield again. Oh, Hickey. She wants something. She's trying to get people to clear out of that open corner near her. Hickey again. A little high release backhand over the top to Clark, and he gets to be on the receiving end for once. And a cheeky little spike right at the end.
The New Zealand Spikezilla.
We are spike positive in the tent. Definite in support. As long as you're not tacoing the disc, might as well celebrate.
Partial to a tacoing every now and again. It comes with the territory, you know.
Well, you can always be like the Div 1 team, Old Boys Sports Club. Bring your own disc to aggressively spike, so that way you're not damaging any discs that people want to use for the game.
I think that's the key part of that, isn't it?
Show some respect towards the game disc, but otherwise, celebrate.
I mean, the game's not going to last very long if your disc isn't very well shapen. Is it?
No, that or you're just going to go through a lot of discs. Here we go. Gabby Stale with the downwind pull. I say downwind, it's really no wind at the moment. Really not a lot hanging out at the moment. So it could be Euphoric's opportunity to send some of their long game upwind. Well, you know, upwind in inverted commas. Here we go. Big pull. That's nice. It's going to sail past the brick mark. Hit a corner. Moving to Bora, I believe. Back to Ing. He wants yards. He doesn't want to go backwards. Bora gets it. Looking downfield. Stale staying in that lane. Ing. And that's a turn. Here we go. This comes in. Moving middle, that's a nice swing. Horan. The Aura stack are actually quite far away. I'm not sure if I love that. Would enjoy them being slightly closer to make things easier for their handlers. Handlers are living with it though.
Yeah, no, I don't mind it. Especially if the handlers are willing to bounce it back and forth and they're reasonably safe with their options.
This is true. And Beatty. Oh, go again, buddy. Oh, and again. Oh, my God. I hope he's all right. He's on the ground, I think, out of more defeat than injury, which is good to see. Three snacks at that, not quite getting it down. Bang again, picking it up. Calling for cuts early. That was a nice movement from Xiaowei. Sends it! Xiaowei versus Beatty, two less experienced players in the tournament, but showing their class and showing their athleticism. That was a great box from Xiaowei. Oh, just out of the hands of Bora.
I've definitely played against Xiaowei a few times.
Oh, okay, well, I don't know. Look, Euphoric told me who to look out for, and to be honest, I'm sorry, I don't know the Auckland players as well as I should. So if I'm saying newer players and you're not, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you keep saying newer players and I keep correcting, but...
Yeah, all right, I'll
okay.
just stop saying they're new.
But I think Xiaowei showing his experience there by boxing and running it down. Beetham just tracking it in near the sideline.
Oh, I don't think that's coming in. Oh!
Yeah, he's taking the
camera
out.
Oh, my God.
We'll be sending him the bill.
Yeah, oh, my God. That is outrageous.
Yeah, what happens there? I think it looks like Mark Beetham is wondering what is going to happen, but I think that the disc
It didn't come back in, and it wasn't going to come back in. To be honest, it was beaming out the sideline. There was no angle on that. Yeah, there's no interference call there.
Is the camera like part of the field?
The camera is not part of the field.
No, like it's like it's a tree. It's like it's a tree, right? So it comes in over there. That's a fun shot.
All right, there's a bit more discussion on field.
I think it's like if it hits a tree, it comes in here. I think it's like if it hits a tree, it comes in where it hits the tree.
Haberfield is saying the camera is like a tree, and therefore the disc will come in where the camera is. So our camera guy is going to get a great shot. He might have to step another meter away to meet the whiff of 3 meter. Yeah. In terms of the angle and everything on that disc, it was never coming back in. But Ing will be picking it up down here.
Just made up that rule to get a good shot, you know?
Rapson waiting as the dump. Has to get the gas on. Beetham makes him take it backwards. Back to Ing, to Bora. Oh, out of the hands again. That's twice in 1 point. She's going to be mad at herself. It's going to be the other Beetham on field picking up. There's a lot of honeys on this line, on this team generally. A lot of couples. Harna Beeth. Down the line to Style. Looking deep. Oh, sends it crossfield. That's beautiful. That's so visionary. Great take.
That's a great crossfield pass.
Look, to anyone watching this back, I'm sorry, I don't know all of the ranges between different players. Sorry to the Beethams. What are we at with the score now? I believe it is 10-4.
Well, we've got a timeout. We're going to... Oh, look at that shot. Disc coming straight in to hit the camera. That's unfortunate, but the disc is then out of bounds, coming in for the other team turnover. All right.
This is such a nice putt. Visionary crossfield. They've attacked that side and then they hit the other side. Defense is all out of position. Love it. Kia ora and welcome back to the game. Aura versus Euphoric in Te Awakarangi Park, Upper Hutt. Currently the score sitting at 10-4 to Aura. They're in a very strong position at the moment, Liam. If you were the Aura team, this being your second game of the day, of the first day, what would you be thinking about?
That's a great question, Beck. I'm very glad you asked it. I would be... Considering they lost the first game to the Goannas, like I would be in process mode, right, and just building a little bit of our process, a little bit of our systems, and just trying to get good reps. And you don't want to finish this game off too quickly and just not get the reps that you want. As we see Euphoric coming out on offense after the timeout, and they're moving the disc reasonably comfortably now with Ing with the disc, Napolitano moving it down into the middle of the field. Comfortable. We've got 4 people behind the disc. We've got a nice cut coming down. Is there an option here for a deep pass?
Ang putting it back over the top. I believe that's Brennan. Swinging to Ang. Oh! Amazing. Broke his ankles. Horan's on the ground. Euphoric with a score.
Bunnings Brennan with the Cyclones on.
Just getting the job done.
Quarterbacking that offensive possession. Beck, I'm going to throw that question back to you. If you were Euphoric, what's the messaging to the troops?
I think Euphoric need to really be a bit more expansive with their options and test what they can get. Because at the moment, I think that they're a little bit too predictable on offense. And it is making a team that has the experience of Aura, it is making it a little bit easier for them. And so I think they've got to try expand their repertoire. Like looking at the score here, and looking at time cap as well, I guess. This might be one of those games where they've got quality defense to play against, so they really need to push the types of options they're taking to see what will work in future against class teams like Aura. Because, it's all about setting up for future success, I think, at the moment. But, you can never rule out a team in Div 2. Or Div 1 for that matter.
Never say never.
Never say never. We've got big pull going up. Cyclones doing work. Keeping this one in. There's going to be a lot of float on that.
A lot of revolutions.
Cyclonic action. A little bit of confusion, I think, downfield for Aura about who is cutting. But that's Neil to Doyle. Doyle looking deep. Doesn't get what she wants. Beautiful break swing to Smith. Over the top to Neil. Back to Smith. Just doing work. And again, back to Neil. Can she get that? Not quite. Little bit too far.
Good motion from Aura. Like I said, just working on their process, buying into the system rather than just trying to score a goal and take the easy option.
Straight down the middle to Osakawa. Back to Brennan and up. It's huge. Oh, that's such a big ask. Such a big ask, but just can't quite get there. Smith will be picking up. We've got the sideline telling us where it's coming in. Very useful stuff. Big fakes. Sends it to Moore, who sends it straight back to Smith. That's nice movement. Down the line, Moore. Sends a big one. Oh, can Petey track that down? Does he have enough room? Death and a few others on the field signaling out. Unfortunately, maybe not quite enough ground within the lines to reel that one in. I did enjoy watching the Hosokawa Betty matchup. Both two very athletic players. Similar height, similar play style even maybe. Just working in the downfield, getting a lot of yards.
We're going to see Brennan to trademark gloves, bringing it up to the front of the end zone. Saw he had that turnover earlier on, but you know he's going to want to make retribution here. And
winding up, he was looking. Sammy Murray for the dump. Nice, gets it in power position, but no one's going. Hosokawa cleans that laser.
This is good from Euphoric. Driving their cuts a little bit deeper into the end zone.
Sends it! That's really fast!
It's got to be. That is an amazing throw.
Gabby still peeling off to try and put pressure on that, but just not enough to stop. Number 95, Brent Sefton.
Yeah, Sale read the play, made the adjustment that she needed to on defense. But that disc was just going a little bit too far.
And too fast as well in the upwind direction. There was a lot of zip behind that.
Yes, Pantanople did a really good job to just zip that in with the right amount of spin. Loved it.
Here we are at 10-6. Score cap is 13, so potentially as little as 3 points left to go, but also potentially as many as much more. I can't do math right now. I'm very sleep deprived. Six
9
points. Oh, yes. God. Look, living with a 1-year-old is hard sometimes.
You lose all ability to do math.
Genuinely.
As we see, the Maple Queen, Heather Hickey, has adjusted her visor to an upside down position.
The sun isn't really beaming down, so this is more of a hair control situation.
Right. Interesting.
As one veteran visor. As my take on things.
Black with the pull going downwind.
That's going to be nice. That's going to sit into the zone. Just intercepted by Hickey, Clark. Hickey, Clark. Love watching them walk this up. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, Euphoric wanted to have a sniff of that. Didn't quite get
Black
there.
Squeezing the lane there, trying to get a little bit. And hit Horner now. Looking backfield to Horn.
Doesn't put the swing further to Hickey. Sends it downfield to Cuddy Squires. Horner again. Swing! Oh, Clark! Ooh. Great take, Beetham. Looking for Cuddy Squires! Oh, takes it at her ankles. Lovely grab. Man. Beautiful movement, really just swinging from one side of the field to the other and attacking that nice free open space, having just one cutter. I'm really impressed with Aura's discipline in general in terms of their cuts downfield. No one's cutting that shouldn't be cutting sort of thing. You know, like there's usually not two people going for the same space. It's happening occasionally, but really not that much, which we love to see.
Exactly. We've talked about it a little bit before, where Aura are working through their process and building their system. This is a fantastic opportunity to do it, you know. I mean, there are a lot of teams out there who might just put the disc, try and throw it to the end zone and score the goals quickly, but process-oriented Aura.
Not one of them.
They're building. They're building. They've got late tournament thoughts.
Surely. Like, if I was a betting person, I would bet Aura top 4.
Wow. I'm not a betting person, so I really wouldn't put too much money on that one. But I would probably agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, other chats that I've heard around from the tournament so far, keeping in mind this is very early days. People Goey's obviously doing quite well, beating Aura, who is the top seed currently. Heard Taranaki Thunder, also finals makers from last year. Levinson with a disc. Oh, he gets a piece of that, but still gets secured. Levinson again. Looking downfield, sends it. Boom, easy. Getting yards. Ang. Oh, that's a nice break. Oh, what a take. That was number 5. Moving back again, Ang. We've got number 90. Hammer over the top. We'll have to see that. Surely more.
Good. We want to see a little bit more extension here with the Euphoric cutters.
Oh, Clark hunting for that hand block. He's touched it once. He wants again. Oh, quick movement from Levinson to Ing. I'm not sure if he was expecting it, but it was great. Oh, surely. That's... Ooh!
What a grab.
Oh, my gosh. Under pressure. No problem.
Euphoric throwers happy to just work in that small space and take the gaps when they become available.
I feel like we're seeing maybe the opposite of what we see in a lot of games, where the teams are actually becoming steadier and more well-drilled the further we go into the game, rather than what's often the case in the opposite, where people get a little bit tired or a little bit unfocused, and sort of, it gets a bit messier. But this is honestly looking better and better drilled as we go along. And the score is 11-7.
Precipitation ceased for the moment.
And the wind is basically non-existent, which is just what a treat. What a treat for a Wellington tournament.
Greater Wellington region.
Sorry, Greater Wellington region tournament. We are out here in Orongamai Upper Hutt. Usually famed for being warmer and stiller than the central Wellington city area. Currently a little bit chilly, but definitely very still. No wind to speak of currently. We'll see how that changes across the day. We have Murray with the pull. Looks like... Here we go. Saleh. Wants Cardi Squires. Can't get it, but gets more. Oh, the Euphoric sidelines. Maybe a bit closer to that sideline than they should have been. Horner over the top. That's really nice, but can she get there? Oh! The 4. Oh, I can't see what number he is. That was a great D.
Pushing that throw a little bit too far. Maybe it was the pressure there from Nick Beach on the mark. They've matched up against each other a fair few times in the past.
They do know each other quite well. Nick Beach being ex-Wellington. And both of them having been around the traps forever. But yeah, great D from Slinko on that one. Here we go. Murray with the disc. Looking at Slinko, doesn't get him. Downfield to Brennan. Oh, enough pressure from Moore. Oh, foul called. Uncontested straight away. Moore knows that there was maybe a bit more more contact in there than should have been.
Hopefully no malintent there from Moore, but...
I couldn't imagine it.
Couldn't imagine it, no. But he uncontested straight away, so Brennan retains
sends it.
possession.
It's up. Death versus Slinko. Both very tall dogs.
Big matchup.
Big matchup.
Sorry, I mean huge matchup.
Murray with the disc. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Open player in the end zone manages just to catch the wrong edge as she releases that forehand, and it just sails behind her receiver and out the back. She won't be happy with that, but there's always time to work on that as the tournament progresses. More will be picking up. We'll see if Murray will get her revenge on defense. Here we go. Cedric going deep. Doesn't come, but goes to death. Oh, and out of his hand, Slinko secures it by slapping that to the ground. That's going to be Brennan. He's looking deep. He wants... Oh, Beach is... That's a beautiful corner. Surely... Oh. Beautiful corner, but just a bit too much float. A little bit of maybe a misread at the end. It could have been trackable, but had to really adjust early, which was difficult to do on that one. There we go. Broad cutting deep. She's got speed, but more as well cutting deep, making that a little bit less attractive out of the hands of Cedric Horner. Right in the breadbasket and right out, unfortunately.
Beach now, walking it up to the front of the end zone.
With the typical Beach swag.
He knows there's a task at hand.
And I said swag! Push pass over the shoulder. Life's a beach when you're playing with Nick Beach.
Life is a beach. That is trademark indoor Wellington ultimate right there.
Given the absolute lack of wind here, it'd be rude not to. Be rude not to be putting some indoors throws. You could tell the way he picked that up, looking so casual. That something equally casual was coming out of his hands. Right, we're getting apparently close to time cap. Oh, or maybe have hit it. I'm hearing game 12 from somewhere on the field, but we'll see if that's true. Score currently 8-11. And that's Top with the disc down on the Euphoric end. Let's see if they come out on top this point.
Hard to top that pole.
Straight into the hands of Clark, moving to Neil. The classic Aura connections happening. Beautiful put to Smith. Look, it's all stuff that sounds a little bit too familiar, doesn't it? Oh, run through deep from Ing. Maybe it was a little bit too familiar. They got a little bit too relaxed.
Ing had been watching his tape, knew that Swifty Smith liked that little swing pass.
Did. Copa with the disc, moving to Ing. Nice movement. Rapson, moving to Ing. Back to Rapson. Ing. Moving to 67. Tang. Oh, yep, over the top. Ing. He's directing traffic, he knows what he wants. Oh, that was a switch from the girls! I loved that defense. And it results in a turn. Lovely stuff.
Beck and Neil just identifying that undercutter was going to be free and Ing was looking for it. Timeout called here by Austin Clark, saying we don't want to finish this game just yet.
Just wants a bit of extra time to talk about it. I'll tell you right on that D as well with Neil calling the switch. It's just good stuff.
It's good stuff.
Look, I think one of the things that really sets Div top tier teams apart from teams that are a bit newer to the scene is that ability to play that switchy, that poachy defense, because it just shows that extra amount of spatial awareness and understanding of good spaces on field.
Exactly.
And I want to see more of it.
Just an ability to adjust on the fly. We'll take you to a quick advert here while the teams chat through their game plans.
Look, that's way too familiar.
Look at all those cute babies. Back at Awakarangi Park, you've seen some shot of the cute Neil daycare happening on the sideline. All of them basically belonging to different Aura players. Love to see it. Love to see family out supporting their family to keep playing Ultimate. We're going to have the disc coming back in with Aura at the moment. They're looking at to maybe close out the game. I believe it's Austin Clark starting out. Here we are. And top on defense. That's a nice break to Neil. She's gonna hit Smith there, surely. Oh, Cooper could have gotten a little sniffer there. Hearn with the disc now. Oh, sends it to Clark. That's gonna be a nice gainer. Puts a big one around to Beatty Kenny. Oh, doesn't quite track it, but is it Tira in the end? Beautiful stuff. Oh, and she deserves it after that D. Love that. The D earlier in that point. I think it will be. It seems like it is. Trying to figure out whether that was game or if it's a game to 13. Oh, it looks like there might be a lot of high fives happening, but it might be the last. Oh no, everyone's lining up. Must be still game to 13, despite time cap going recently, I think. Here we go. Great read, great grab.
Using every part of the field. Aura did on that point.
Yeah, every part of the field and every player on field, which is what you love to see. Look at this. Beatty going up for it. I think it was probably originally for him, but a little bit of, I mean, maybe it's the humidity, which is at 70%. Maybe it's the air pressure, which is at 1,015 hectopascals. But yeah, that disc floated beautifully.
Yeah, Beck, do you take in the hectopascal measurements when you're throwing?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't go out to throw without checking it. It just makes a large difference, you know? You know, they use it at airports to make sure, you know, how the planes are going to fly. So you've got to check with her about how your disc is going to fly.
Too true.
Here we go, disc is up. That's a nice pull. That's going to float for miles. Beautiful hang time.
Smith charging down, stops the first pass. Bassingthwaite now with the disc.
Looking for a dump, but Smith putting pressure on. Brennan gets it anyway. Hilarious that Brennan Smith is marking someone whose last name is also Brennan. Blake to Brennan. That's Levinson with the disc. Oh, nice snag.
Wow.
From Slinko. Making his arms look a bit Slinko. Bassingthwaite. Looking at Black. Oh, gets him. Oh, but he fumbles. Small window. Rachel Hearn is going deep. Clark thinking about it, but sends it to Smith. Cardi Squires. Cardi Squires and Smith play together on a lot of social teams. You know, they know where each other's going. Clark. Smith going deep. And it's gone, and it's a laser! Oh! Just too hard to track that down, and not enough time to really try and adjust once he saw it. Absolute laser from Clark. Here, we'll see it again. Dang! Camera can't even catch how fast that is. And unfortunately, neither can Smith.
Here we see Brennan bringing the disc up to the front of the end zone.
Rory Brennan being marked by Brennan Smith. Slinko again. Oh, big over the top. Can Cardi Squires play defense? Here is Levinson. Oh. Levinson! Oh, almost gets it on the second grab. She got hands to it, but just not quite the grip for that one.
Yeah, she did really well to get to it.
Yeah.
Clark, you know what he wants.
Gets Cardi Squires.
Gets Cardi Squires.
Clark again.
Cardi Squires is gone.
Beautiful teamwork between the two of them. Just sliding down that sideline. It's a little bit jammy, but they're getting... Oh, she's looking a little bit stuck, but goes over the top.
Smith.
That's so... Oh! Oh my goodness.
Moore has plucked the disc out from the waiting hands of Smith and Clark. Said, I'll take that one. That's game.
He didn't want the defense getting any little sniff at that. And honestly, they were, I think that was Brennan getting in there, getting a little bit too close for Moore's comfort. And he said, no, thank you. We're just going to finish this one now. And that is game. Here, game 2 at Te Awakarangi Park for the New Zealand Ultimate Mixed Championships Div 2. Aura coming out on top. Thanks all for watching. My name's Beck Soper.
My name is Liam Haberfield. What an excellent game that we've had the pleasure of watching. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
Cool. Catch you next time. Ka kite.
ULTI.TV